You ever notice how sometimes starting and accelerating begins with stopping? No, seriously, hear me out on this. I've got a dear friend who is finally at that point, at that beautiful point where enough has been enough. And she's ready to stop playing around. She's ready to start taking ownership of her own life. She is ready to finally drop all the stories that were fed to her by everyone else around her. And she's finally ready to create her own story. And me, I'm like, yes! Oh. Anyway, I was excited. And then a couple minutes later, she starts talking about this guy that she's been seeing off and on, mostly off, but occasionally on whenever he's been okay with it. I said, thought you weren't seeing him anymore because he had made it pretty clear that he was not able to give you what you were needing to be a fulfilling relationship. She said, well, yeah, I know, but we're still we're trying to be friends. And I said, And she said, well, and then he came over yesterday and I asked, and you let him. And she said, well, look, Chelsea, here's the thing. I want to take my power back in this relationship. And I said, and what has stopped you? She said, I just want him to fall in love with me. So that way, when he's in love with me, then I get to be the one to say no. Don't act like you don't get it. We've all been there. So I very humbly asked, what's to stop you from taking your power back now and just saying no to him now, whether or not you think he loves you? She very pointedly ignored that question. But my point is, sometimes starting begins with stopping. Sometimes in order to go for it and be on fire and accelerate our life the way that she is wanting to and she's ready to, that involves saying no to a lot of the things we used to accept into our life. So in order to go forward, we have to stop bringing those people into our lives that were driving us nuts. We have to stop accepting money from clients that make us jump through hoops and drive us batty only to cancel a no-show on us. We have to stop accepting all these little kind of half things from people who are taking more than they give. And that's tough. And that's okay, but I promise you, once you start saying no to all those little kind of half-assery things in your life, that's when things are going to start moving forward, and that's when you can really step on the gas. Happy healing.